One more time, C2E2. Who's ready for a show today? All right, we're getting close. All right, look, I am so impressed with the channeling of the inner boy band that y'all did. I was really, really impressed, so much so. And now that we have the interpreter here, it's getting real. It's happening.
You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say I want it that way. But we are two worlds apart, can't reach to your heart when you
Everybody!
say that I want it that way.
One more time, who's ready for a show today? Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage your moderator. Give it up for Ashley from Poppers!
Are you ready for the sexiest cast in all of video games? That was pretty good, but you're going to have to do even better for each of these amazing individuals. Join me in welcoming to the stage, Aliona Baranova! Let's keep it going for Jennifer English! Next up, we have Devora Wilde! And lastly, but not leastly, the master of chaos himself, Neil Newbon! Will you please ride the whole panel?
Don't tell her to do that.
Please? For me?
Yeah.
I'm sure the
Ask
insurance
me
is going to
anything.
love
Ask
it.
me anything. Please don't die. I don't know how American medical insurance works, babes. I'm not filling in that paperwork for you.
Did you just check the time? No. I've just realized that I had the same problem as last time with this outfit. And, you know,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's fine. Also, like, how about instead of doing the panel, we just have like a party DJ, like a rave.
Yes.
A rave. Hey,
Hey,
rave.
Elliot, come back.
Turn fall
Calm
out
down.
boy back on, please. Where's he going?
He went to have a coffee.
I like that you've made sure we had waters ready.
I mean, if we want to do a bit, I'll leave the stage again. That's a joke only for the people who watch the Emerald City Comic Con panel.
In Seattle, when there wasn't waters on the stage, Ashley went to go get waters and we all hid.
We just hid.
I remember that.
Yeah, we just hid.
And someone stayed hid for a really long time.
Someone took the joke too far. I was sat with people. They knew where I was.
Were you sat with a dog? Is that why you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we love. We love inside baseball here in Chicago. First and foremost, welcome to C2E2.
Hello.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi.
You lot are rowdy today. I like the rowdy energy going on.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got my back turned to you.
No, it's all,
I like you.
That's how we feel about Neil.
it's been amazing how long it's gone before familiarity turned into contempt. So I'm really well done, you lot. I'm really proud of you.
So let's do a controversial Chicago question to start. which do we prefer, a Chicago hot dog or Chicago pizza?
Well, we're vegetarians, so actually, genuine question for someone to come to the table. And I really want to try a really, really good vegetarian hot dog from Chicago.
We
So
got your dogs.
Oh, we got
We got your dogs. We have dirty dogs.
no devil
Devil
dog.
dogs. Sorry, devil dogs. Sorry,
Devil
Chicago.
dogs.
What's,
Got your
what's
dog.
Take it,
happening?
you get a good dog.
What's
In
happening?
Chicago. We got your dogs in Chicago.
I don't. That's the energy for today.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got your dogs.
So far, it's the pizza because that's the only one we've had. But, yeah.
Did you know that on Reddit there's a bet to see who is going to propose to one of you here first at autographing?
Propose to us.
Actually, I have an announcement to make. I'm engaged.
I see.
Did you see this? To range,
Magnificent.
of course, because apparently this is the Midwest.
What about us?
And also to you.
Hey, we are going to Vegas in a couple of weeks.
Yes! And you know what they have in Vegas? Why am I standing up like a... Sit down!
Because you also wanted to test the power of your health insurance in the United
Yes.
States. Friends, I know a lot of you have already got your questions in, but don't forget, you're going to see the QR code coming up on stage periodically throughout the panel. Be brave, ask your questions. I'm not ashamed to say anything on your behalf to these nice folks up here, so get them in. We already have a couple, so are we ready to start fan questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's start with Lucifer, because that seems safe.
Let's start with Lucifer. Let's start with the devil.
It's the season of Lent, so it felt topical.
Yep.
Their question is, what is your favorite D&D spell? And I'm going to say, Neil, you got to answer first.
I don't know my favorite, but I abuse Wall of Fire a lot. Yeah, right? Wall of Fire is my go-to. Well, this has gone to shit, so I just sort of whack it down quite a lot in my playthroughs. Yeah, like that.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Who else is feeling brave? Favorite D&D spell?
A character maybe that casts spells.
All right. So obviously, Spirit Guardians is goated. Yes. But who saw Critical Role last night? How good was the oh no, it's spoilers, I can't say. Oh shit. Okay, there was a really good moment where no, I can't say. But it was something Liam did
With a spell.
and it just like kind of saved the fight, right? Like it was like the central point.
That's the
And now I'm like, oh, I want to do clever stuff like that now. Yeah.
You're very clever.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Are we doing another lap?
No. You said I have to answer
Oh, I
questions
did.
on the scooter.
I did.
Oh my God, this is going to get
My
so badly
favorite
wrong.
one is Speak with Animals, obviously.
Yes! And let me clarify an error for the aforementioned Emerald City Comic Con. Do you know what the average life expectancy of a squirrel is?
Oh! You were wrong though.
I was wrong.
What did you say?
I said 3 years.
And it's like 8.
It can be up to 20.
It's a great time. Hell yeah.
So there's hope. There's hope left. Caitlin asks, what was the most challenging scene to do for your character and why? And I think maybe for Aliona, what was the most difficult scene to direct?
I spent 10 minutes recording the squirrel, so I don't have an answer for that. To direct, I think it's the emotional scenes for everyone, because by the time we got to the meaty parts of people's stories, we've been working together for years, so watching you guys like really go there emotionally and go through the trauma that your character is going through, you're a professional, you're a director, you're just helping your friends at this point and girlfriend, but you also just want to like stop and hug them and be like, no, it's fine, don't go there. So any hard-hitting stuff with all of your characters. I'm trying to make eye contact with Dev, and she's just zoned out. She is not here.
Yes. Yes.
With Neil and Jen, those scenes.
No, I actually didn't find the emotional scene, from a performer point of view, I didn't find the emotional, I mean, Lae'zel doesn't have that many emotional scenes, but I actually really relished them because I didn't have that many of them. So when we got to do like the sunrise scene, I was like, oh, here we go, come on. And yeah, so I really enjoyed that. For me, actually, this is going to sound really silly, but all the spells and emotes, I was like, when is this going to be over?
Oh, I
Hated.
loved those.
Something like the pig Latin that we were using.
I didn't like it, and also because I don't think it's specific to the characters. It's kind of generic. So there's somewhere like, you're a piddling little pot. And I was like, how do I get that to sound like Lae'zel-ish? It was just, for me, it was really hard to make it sound Lae'zel-ish. Yeah.
I've forgotten what the question was.
What was the most challenging
Challenging for
scene?
Jen, same.
We both just looked at each other
Zoned out.
like, what?
We haven't had lunch yet, so that's why,
Yeah.
right?
No, genuinely it was I don't really have too much to add. I think it was the emotional scenes, obviously, because you do become so invested in your characters. I don't know about you guys, but like, I would die for Shadowheart. So, as would a lot of you. Yeah, so kind of going through that with her, it's just really hard, and it's really hard to go, yes, that is separate to me, because we were doing it for 4.5 years. So yeah, what about you, Neil?
I'm kind of the same, really. I think when you get that close to a character, you get to a point where you love them so much, you have to be very guarded against also judging. It's like having, I guess it's like having a pet or a kid or something, or a friend. You can't stop them going through pain. All you can do is support them, do you know what I mean? So for me, I think for all of us, we're all very conscious of we cannot get in the way of our character's story no matter where it leads. And I think that's a big thing for any actor. You can't judge the story. All you can do is support the character. And I think it's really important you keep that ethos, because otherwise you end up messing with the work too much.
Ooh, ethos. That's like a $10,000 word here.
Terrifying?
Very fancy, very learned. We love to hear it.
Terribly grown-up words. The word I looked at the dictionary this morning. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, so I think that kind of work is always challenging. Doesn't mean it's bad. I think that's the point we all have to make, is it's challenging in a good way. That's the reason we became actors, is to be challenged and to really have these interesting moments with our characters and honor them. Yeah.
Were there any moments where you discovered that these folks had hidden talents that you were able to bring out in their performances?
Sorry.
Maybe someone's particular improv skills or funny accents? I don't know.
I can fall off a couch really well, apparently. Yeah.
I did a lot of directing on the game, as did Neil, and I think I always bang on about this. It's almost like I'm in love with another woman or something. But Dev did.
And that woman is me.
That woman is Dev. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm okay with it.
So yeah, I directed some of the sunrise scene, and really seeing that vulnerability from Dev for the first time, because I hadn't done a lot of those vulnerable scenes with her before, and just being like, oh my God, she's so great! What a talented woman! So yeah, that was a really wonderful thing to discover for me.
I did just think of a special talent. I liked it in the in-between takes where people would talk about their hobbies and interests. And Steve Hogan, who plays Volo, does a lot of Lindy Hop dancing. I think it was Lindy Hop. It was like an old-fashioned type of dance.
Yeah, like
What is
in the
Lindy Hop?
1950s?
I don't know. I think it was Lindy Hop.
Can you do some Lindy Hop to demonstrate what Lindy Hop is?
No,
Can anyone
I don't know
do
what it
Lindy
is.
Hop?
What is Lindy Hop?
I don't know. I wanted someone to. Can anyone Lindy Hop?
I saw the photographer move then. I was like, is he about to?
No.
Everyone who just raised their hands, stand up and prove it.
Oh,
Show
someone
us.
there.
Oh, there's a gentleman right in the front row. Yes.
Yes! Here we
I
go.
will divorce you.
Here we go. Do you need a beat? No, you don't need a beat. You're just amazing.
Dude.
Yes!
Thank you.
Amazing.
That was genuinely
Isn't that so Volo coded that he could do the Lindy Hop?
Dominique asks, they're just getting the question one away. Austin now asks, with With the new subclasses dropping this week, what subclass do you think your character could switch to from the new choices? Has anybody read up on the new subclass?
Absolutely not. No. Have you?
I'm a blank face at this point.
Is rich an option?
Sure.
Oh,
Yes.
so proud of that answer. Genuinely, though, I am going to start a new playthrough, and I really want to play as a monk. So I need to, I just want to smash stuff.
I was going to say, why a monk? Is it just because you want to smash?
Yes. and do the jumping thing.
Oh, yeah.
The jumping thing, yeah.
I see rock climbing in your future now.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of.
She's actually really good at rock climbing.
Really?
Like, Jen is physically incapable and so capable at the same time.
Tell me more.
Like, Jen didn't tell me more. It's like a therapy
Tell me
session. I'll speak for Jen.
I'm listening.
Jen didn't grow up doing sports, and I did, so that I'm always like, oh, Jen, let's go do this, let's do that. And she's like, I'm not able to do this. And then we do it, and like, it's like Mr. Bean is a relative of yours.
Johnny English.
Yeah, Johnny
Yeah.
English. And she would just like tumble and fall, but like score a goal kind of thing. And she will climb with like her elbows and like her chin, but she'll be so good.
Not climb with my chin. Fake news.
So that's why Jen didn't also come out with the scooter, just in case.
Oh my God, I would die.
Frank asks if writers could change any of your real life stats. Oh, if Withers, sorry, could change any of your real life stats, which would it be? Ooh, Dev Space.
These questions are very technical. Can you ask about like favorite condiments, favorite like life moments? I don't know. Oh, what's happening with my voice?
I don't know. Hello.
I don't know. Maybe some extra sleep points so I can sleep more.
That's your new secret talent emerging, is that voice.
The ability to long rest.
The ability to long rest. That's a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think wisdom for Devora. No, genuinely, dexterity. I'm really rubbish at sports. Acrobatics. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Would that be a skill point? Does that count? Acrobatics?
Sure. I'm going to say yes.
Kind of. Stealth.
I'm not a jerk.
Stealth. Oh yeah, for pickpocketing people. Yes. In real
Because
life.
we do that all the time in our everyday lives.
I'm not following. What's happening?
You know what? Well, maybe we move on.
We think we're going to move on.
Also, I can't really hear because this is very echoey.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I see you. You're kind of down
I'm
here.
doing this.
You're okay.
I just genuinely wanted to see how long you would keep screaming into the microphones.
You could probably like walk away, and we might not notice for quite a while. Not because you're wonderful.
yes.
Like we.
Yes, I'm very necessary here.
But we would entertain each other for no.
No, come back!
Quickly, go hide! Oh God, the stairs. Oh.
So
So we're
so
moving on.
Dominica asks,
Yes. If you had a Freaky Friday dilemma with any character, who would you choose?
what are you looking at me?
Neil!
I guess I want to see how sad I can get. Like, not sad, but like dress sad.
Explain.
Shadowheart dresses sad.
She does. She's a goth girl, okay?
Yeah, so I would probably do a
edgelord.
Freaky Friday with Shadowheart as Astarion. Yeah.
As Astarion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sad now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a lot. I don't like water.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good knowledge of Shadowheart.
Oh, there they are. There they are.
Thanks.
That's some speed.
He just
Oh my God.
Somewhere the stage manager is screaming.
It's just screaming.
If anyone else ever calls me unhinged again, I'm going to pull up this interview as proof that
Yeah.
I'm not.
Mummy and Daddy
Mummy-
are being very well behaved
Mommy and
today.
Daddy are being so sensible. No, it's Mommy and Daddy.
Mommy and Daddy.
Mommy and Daddy.
can I just
Mom
say
and
these
Pop.
are,
Mom and
these are
Pop.
the questions.
Get that dog.
That
Oh, they're
dog.
still going. They're still going. These are the questions for Roger Clark and Rob Whitehall.
Let's do those. Let's do those.
No, I
a good
won't do
question for
stories.
Roger.
It's funny, we actually wound up talking about James Bond and doing none of those questions. So if we we want to redo the Red Dead Redemption 2 Popverse exclusive interview, who's your favorite James Bond and why?
I like Daniel Craig, actually. I think Daniel Craig was a good one because I like they took it back to the old school kind of version idea of him.
Yeah.
Also, he's not a dickhead, which
Yes.
also helps. Like, seriously, there have been a couple that are a bit problematic. So
I think it's a little bit problematic.
Sean Connery was a little
Oh,
problematic.
he was very problematic.
No, but what I mean is, like, I really liked his take that they took it back to like the original idea that Ian Fleming had. I think he did a brilliant job. I think he was wicked. Yeah, I liked him a lot.
Good answer.
Fun fact, did you know that Ian Fleming wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang as well?
Did you know that he worked with Sir Christopher Lee, who plays Saruman, and they fought Nazis together in the Great War? They were in part of the same department. Fun facts.
Fun fact!
So Tara says, what flaw or what others would consider a flaw about your character do you find endearing?
I have no flaws. Neil's the host now, so now I get to
I'm the
answer the
host now.
question.
This,
Accurate.
us as people or the characters?
I think interpret it as you will.
Let's do us as people.
Flaw
About
that...
ourselves.
I think
Timekeeping.
other people are find endearing.
Timekeeping.
Is that endearing?
I would agree with that.
Endearing.
Yeah, endearing flaw.
Oh.
None of us are endearing whatsoever.
You're grumpy, but it's cute.
Yeah, you are grumpy and cute. That's good. Yeah. I talk a lot.
In the
Do
morning.
Jen now. Do Jen.
Yeah, I do, Jen.
Endearing and
Oh, okay. I guess the other girlfriend's got to take over.
Yes.
You're pretty clumsy and it's cute.
Very clumsy.
no, I've got one. Your big emotions are really cute. Like
the big
yeah.
feelings.
Such big feelings.
Big feelings.
And it's so cute.
Okay, people with big feelings are the best people, right, guys? Yeah.
I think this is the healthiest example of a polycule I've seen in a really long time.
I'm just a friend.
Neil's like, I'm just here to talk a lot.
I like it. My endearing one from Neil is the fact that he will quite often tell you the same story about 7 times.
I'm easing into old age very early.
And you're like, you've definitely told me that.
I'm going to be one of those old guys who starts talking for like an hour about the same thing. Everybody's like, very good, Grandpa. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's yeah, the thing you did, yeah. Baldur's Gate, great.
Cool story, Grandpa.
What are some classic Neil stories that we've heard?
Oh,
No, I know they're too
no, I
risque.
think those are off limit. Those are private. Those are off limit.
Can I say Dev's one? Oh no, wait, I forgot what it was. Endearing flaw. No, I had a really good one. Just a sec. Hang on. Wait. No, it's gone. No, I'm not okay. I haven't eaten.
I think we're handing
Where's the
interview
brain
back to
today?
you.
Oh, no, I
You're the
haven't
moderator now.
tadpoled.
You're in charge.
Have you been tadpoled?
Oh, that's it. That she's like a cat. So you can't like you have to wait for her to come to you. If you come to her, she'll like hiss at you from underneath the underneath the sofa.
Dev didn't like it when I hung out with another cast member too much, and then the next day she was like, "Remember, I'm your friend, okay? Remember," and rubbed her scent on.
Yeah, I'm very possessive and very jealous. And that's
Great.
not okay.
Territorial.
Territorial, just like a cat.
Are you in Aries?
No.
Are you in Aries? What?
Aries, no.
Star sign. I can't hear.
Libra.
I'm a Libra, so I'm very balanced.
She's not.
Wow, a very lukewarm round of applause there. Very lukewarm. But I'll take it.
Betsy said, if you were attending C2E2, what would you cosplay as? Ranch.
Yes, correct. Jennifer English's girlfriend.
Too late.
I'd like to be incognito. I'd go as a helldiver. Yeah, right? I see you.
Yes.
Go as a helldiver.
Well done, it's a game. I think it's a game.
Arcane characters.
Arcane.
Yes. Angelina says, who did you romance in your BG3 playthrough?
I don't know, Jennifer English. Who did you romance in your BG3 playthrough?
This one. Obviously Lele, and also Shadowheart, because duh.
I call it asturbation.
Lae'zel seconded. I call it Lae'zel. I don't know what I call it.
Are you okay?
No.
Sorry, we are horribly jet lagged. Like, we should just point that out.
Very
Horribly.
jet lagged and hopped up on dogs.
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 Get your dogs.
Get your dogs.
Jared asks, when did you realize how big the game is or was becoming? When did you realize you were the superstars of the whole ding dang world?
Do you know what? I did that thing. If anyone's got ADHD, will probably understand. You know that thing where you don't hear what was said, but you know you might and probably will hear it afterwards, like a few seconds later, and you're like, okay, yeah, now that did not happen.
That's just the microphones.
Yeah, it's the microphones. Yeah. What was the question?
Oh, when did you realize how big the game was becoming and the impact that you were having?
Do you want to ride the scooter? It's really good for ADHD.
Yeah.
No, I will fall off the stage in front of a lot of people.
I think all of us got a sense it was going to be a great game when we were making it. I don't think any of us knew, including Larian, didn't know how big this thing was going to get. I think the first time, when it was launched, all of us were sort of away doing our stuff. And I think we all got a sense of, oh my God, this game is really, really good. And I think gradually, bit by bit, we've all experienced, including people at Larian as well, the community coming forward and telling us how much it meant to them. I think at that point, when people started doing that, our first convention was at MCM London, we realized, wow, this has touched people in a way that we did not predict, we did not know. And I think actually in terms of games, it's not unique necessarily, but it was definitely a standout experience. And I personally think it's one of the best games ever made for all of those reasons. Gameplay, but also narrative, also the way the communities come together. Yeah. So I think really October MCM, we all came, 11 of us came together out of the 258. And I think we all suddenly realized, oh, this is a thing. This is a big deal. Yeah.
Were there people cosplaying that early?
Yeah. Before that, in early access.
Oh, that's amazing.
Actually, Jen and I did our first convention today together in early access, and we saw people already cosplaying, and that was pretty mind blowing already. Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay. Alan says, do you have a favorite vicious mockery line that you recorded?
No.
That was all the Shakespearean ones,
yeah.
right? I fucking love those. Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
I can't remember any of them, though.
Yeah?
It's just us and the whole internet.
It's just us, the whole internet. No,
I can't remember any of them, though. Do you remember any of them?
I don't remember
Do
any.
you guys remember any of them? What's your favorite ones?
Yeah, exactly.
Like one at a
God.
time. Something like 500. Does anybody have one? Like, just shout it out.
I think you have one here at the front.
You're
Favorite?
too Midwest
You can't
polite.
remember either.
Come on.
Yeah. Vicious mockery lines. Anybody remember one? What? That's it. Elminster's bull bag.
Elminster's ball bag. I would have
Yeah, yeah.
enjoyed saying that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you probably.
I must have said it.
Yeah.
That was a really great delivery, whoever did that.
Ooh.
That was great.
High compliments. Because we're talking about lines, Valerie asked, what is your favorite line from another character?
Oh. I said this at the other panel, but the epilogue was recorded after the game was already out, and the writer of Shadowheart, John Corcoran, who we love and adore, messaged me and said, right, what should we get into the game? Like, any ideas? And I was like, yeah, God's favorite princess, can you get this in? But it's not actually that line that is my favorite. He surprised us by putting in a line about Shadowheart and the squirrel that I voiced, where at the end of the game, if you romance Shadowheart, she says,
She's just protective. I give her a shoulder to perch on and all the nuts she can manage.
yeah. Because she's adopted the squirrel at the end of the game, so John made us canon in the game. It's beautiful.
My favorite line is a Shadowheart line where she says, You pick those by hand. They're deadly poisonous. Joking. It's the finger guns for me, really.
It's the finger guns.
Yeah.
Fantasy finger guns.
Yeah.
I think it's the same.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
T-shirt, fantasy finger guns. Yeah.
Thank you. Mine would be Jacques Vernachtu.
Eric asks, what was your first RPG video game?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Just Gate 3.
I always forget you guys aren't games.
We're so young.
I know,
We're
but
so
in the-
young.
Back ago in the long ago in the old times.
Tell us the story, Grandpa.
Well,
Tell us, please.
It was a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I played like, I can't remember the first one, but I played like things like,
Gather round, children, and
Tell
let
us,
me
tell
educate
us,
you about the
Grandpa,
old times.
please.
so back when you had to spend 45 minutes to load a game.
You've told us this one before.
So yeah, I used to play things like the Bard's Tale, but the original one, like way, way back. Yeah, thank you, 2 people who are middle-aged. But things like that, I played it from Spectrum's, the old Spectrum days, like 40 years ago, and things like that. I know, I've been a gamer since I was 8. Yeah.
Does The Sims count as an RPG?
Yes. I mean, yes. Actually,
It's a role-playing
It's
game.
a role play. Yes, I second this. It's high five.
So The Sims.
Thruple high five.
The Sims. From the young crowd. Sorry, Grandpa.
My Sims follow-up question has to be, how long did it take you to learn the cheat for them to woohoo?
Oh, like seconds.
Immediately.
That was obviously my favorite thing to do, other than killing them.
Yes.
By my particular favorite was setting things on fire.
Yeah, I liked it when they realized things
removing
on
the
fire.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm learning a lot about you right now, girlfriend.
One of the most intense things about The Sims, I don't know if you did the cheat stuff, right?
Obviously.
So giving them all the money in the world,
Yes.
them having everything, and then realizing their lives are meaningless. And they're just sitting there surrounded by nice stuff, so unhappy.
Yeah.
And then you sit there going, I don't like this game anymore.
There was also a cheat code to make the male characters pregnant, which was very fun. And you could build fences around the characters and watch them slowly lose their mind, which I really liked. Lydia asks, what would be your preferred pet from Baldur's Gate in real life? And I think we all know that the answer is a squirrel.
Owlbear.
A squirrel. I
Baby one.
I feel like owlbears would be quite stinky.
Just a baby one. Just a little guy.
You want an outdoor owlbear, though.
I want an outdoor owlbear.
Yeah.
Or an outdoor dragon.
Yeah, dragon would be pretty cool.
You can fly away on it. Sorry, no offense to the squirrel.
No, I agree with that one.
Yeah, dragon.
I think a tressim would be cool. They're sassy.
So a cat.
Shh. A tressim is not a cat.
So just a regular old cat then.
Shovel.
Sarah asked, if you could pick a color to describe your aura, what would it be?
Our own personal auras.
Yes.
I think we should do each other's.
Yes!
Okay.
Okay, all right. That's actually a lot better. Yeah, do that.
We all need lunch. Like, we're just gone.
Tell us, Auntie.
Who's going first?
I feel like Neil's would be like, I think a hot pink, actually.
I was going to go purple,
Talk
like
me
a
through
dark
the
purple.
hot
I was
pink,
going to go with
guys.
this color.
Purple. I think Neil's like a dark purple.
Talk me through the hot pink.
Well,
Look, it's an instinctual thing. I'm not going to explain my gut reaction to that question, Neil Newbon.
So you're pleading the Fifth Amendment, I
No.
understand.
I think you're very vibrant as a human being.
Oh, thank you.
It's
All right.
the Leo energy, and yeah.
oh my God, we've got 3 Leos and a Libra on stage.
Ah.
We're double Leos as well.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So dark purple for dark purpley pink.
This color. I think.
Yeah,
this
that colour.
Neil.
Oh, I was going for that one.
I would say you're more of a hot pink.
I think you're a pink. Yeah.
I'll take
Hot pink,
it.
yeah. Leon.
What am I?
Dark green.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dark green.
I would, yeah.
Easy.
I think gold for this one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Gold?
I would
Little old me?
I would say bronze.
Bronze,
like
better.
a
Bronze,
classic
bronze.
Classy bronze. I'll take it.
Is this what the audience came to see?
I kind of feel like halfway through these conversations, we've just lost you. We're just going, so what do you think? Oh, that's really cool.
This
Like,
is
it's
us in
not
the green
entertaining
room.
at all.
This is exactly what our friends
I have to say, I think this is exactly what people came to see, in fact. By the way, these are now all fan art possibilities that you're all responsible for by next C2E2. Yes. Kaz asks, what is your guilty pleasure video game? And I guess we can't all say The Sims now.
Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Thank goodness you're here. It's so, like, obviously, it's a very British game.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend anyone playing it. It's so dumb.
You won a BAFTA.
It won a BAFTA, so it's very good. It's about 3 hours long, and it's made like it's kind of like it's by a boy from the 1980s, and it's like a lot of poo. It's a lot of bums. It's very, very immature, and I
really
think
British.
everyone should play it.
It's a little slice of northern British life.
Yeah,
Not at all. It's completely ridiculous, but it's
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah.
If you like Monty Python and that kind of stuff, this game is for you. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really fun. Yeah.
I thought you were just saying, gosh, thank goodness you're here. And I was like, that's a really weird place to insert that comment. I don't know that game. I haven't played a lot of video games, but I do enjoy It Takes Two.
That's not guilty though. That's like
That's like
guilty.
get in the zone game.
Yeah.
Neil?
Okay.
Me, I've got loads actually. I sort of like Streets of Rogue, which is a really silly, pixelized, very manic, very chaotic game. Helldivers is a big thing for me as well. That's a really Helldivers feels like a
guilty?
release at
Is
the
that a-
moment. Do you know what I mean?
Is that guilty pleasure though?
Is it guilty?
guilty?
So computer games are all guilty pleasures. I don't have time to play them, so if I do play them, I have to justify it. So yeah, pretty much.
You just turn it into a stream and monetize your hobbies, and then you're working.
I literally started streaming to hang out with my friends and to excuse myself for playing games. Yeah, it's the only reason I stream, probably.
Because it's legit if you say I'm.
Yeah, it's legit.
stream-
I have to
I'm
work
streaming
now.
tonight.
I'm
like,
working for 3 hours
Literally
straight.
leave
Poor
me alone. Yeah.
What is this face for? What question?
Rebecca's question, because I almost wanted to make it pointed. It said, do you guys practice self-care when you're busy with con schedules? Do you guys?
Well, you haven't eaten lunch yet, so clearly not.
We don't.
We do not. Negative.
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 Yeah.
You just practice surviving jet lag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, the thing is, don't forget, this is all privilege. Like, none of us are entitled to this, and the fact we keep getting to do it and meeting all you lot and enjoying hearing your stories and your connections to the characters and stories and such, this is all privilege, man. So we don't really complain because it would be remiss of us to complain.
If I catch myself, I'm like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
And I kind of zoom out and I'm like, I've dreamt of this moment.
Yep.
I've like manifested this moment. And I remember saying to myself specifically like, oh my God, wouldn't it be so cool to travel for work? I'd love to travel like all around the world for work. And now here I am. So I have no right to complain at all. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is.
Add about.
God, we give such mummy and daddy energy, don't we?
Don't complain, children. Be grateful for what you have.
We're constantly saying, like, us two, as a couple, to get to do this is incredible.
Yeah, we have the best time.
And the fact that Jen brought me along on this ride as well, you could have easily been like, haha, like, off I go, and you were behind the scenes, so, but you, like,
Bye, bitch.
from the beginning. From the beginning, you're like, no, you have to come with me. I need someone to hold my bag. I need someone.
She does do that occasionally. Not very often, but occasionally.
But also the fact that we get to do it together. Like I was thinking, gosh, wouldn't it be so lonely if it was just one of us just sitting in a little hotel room like, guys, anyone who can I have my deep dish dog with? Who's my dog with? And it's all of us together.
We're genuine. That's the thing about this is that, you know, I often wonder what it's like for other productions and stuff. You throw people together. They may never see each other again. Some do, some don't, I guess. But we're all genuine friends, which is the wonderfulness of this and also recording. We all became friends during the record, and we stayed friends afterwards, which is really...
I didn't.
Not you.
She hates everyone.
I know.
No, I became friends with you guys after the recording.
We had a cocktail.
I thought we were friends, Dev. Why did you not think we were friends?
I was busy. I was busy making human life inside of me. I was pregnant.
4 years?
No, I didn't meet. wait, well, I didn't meet you at the beginning.
No, but was it an empty promise? Sorry.
We
You
just
guys
need
talk
to hash
amongst
something out. Sorry.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Go on, get it all out.
We kept saying, because we live nearby, and we kept saying, like, let's go to the park for a walk. And you kept saying, like, yeah, let's do that. Was that an empty promise?
Can I just say something? The first year we started, we had a few months and then it was the pandemic.
Yeah.
So we didn't really communicate. I don't even think I
didn't
really even
you.
know you then.
Yeah, no.
And then I was pregnant. So I think I have a big excuse.
The game took 4 years to make. You weren't pregnant for 4
2
years.
years of the pandemic and 2 years of being pregnant.
The maths ain't mathsing.
I'm very good friends with these people.
Now.
I love them. Now.
Dev met Jen 3 times
Oh
while we
my
were making
God!
the game. And every time
Go!
she forgot that she'd met Jen. And Jen was like, I don't think Dev likes me. I'm like, no, Dev's just like that. She keeps saying she'll go for a walk with me, and she's not going for a walk with me.
I was pregnant!
For 2 years!
We're fine. We love each other.
You thought
Sometimes.
it was a joke
Do you
when
remember,
this was
wait.
described
Do
as
you
therapy.
remember how we started doing interviews like a couple of years ago? We were so serious
Very
about
official.
them.
Serious.
It was all about let's communicate.
You
with
were
each
so
other.
serious, and
That
we've
was
cracked
really
you
serious.
now.
Yes, we've cracked Neil. We've cracked
won.
you. Hey, like a nut.
Like an egg.
I just want to say that the interpreter is doing the good work.
Oh my God, thank you so
Everyone
much.
is screaming
Yes,
over
because it's
it.
chaotic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Emily has a question, which I've wanted to ask for a while, and I think is so funny. What would be your character's go-to karaoke song?
Prodigy, Rage Against the Machine, something like that.
Firestarter. Evanescence.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What's Corinna's go-to karaoke song?
I feel like an opera song. You wouldn't expect that. And also because she's like,
Carmen or something?
if that's an opera, then
It is.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like because she's dragging, Alfira for her bad singing, therefore Corinna must be really good. Right. It's law, right?
Yeah. She's the Ariana Grande of Faerun.
Yeah. Popular. Wouldn't that be great? What's
Popular nuts, they're gonna be popular nuts.
Keep going.
Panel.
Popular nuts.
Faerun's next hit.
Excellent choice.
What about what's Starins?
I've actually used Astarion's voice to help me sing Sweet Transvestite better.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it totally works. How do you do? I'm pleased to meet my favorite hand man. Thanks, you're right.
Love that.
That's going to be all the video requests you get for the rest of the convention. Will you sing the entire song for me? Elle asks, ooh, sorry, it went away. Megan asks, who is your favorite Baldur's Gate villain and why?
Well, obviously Orin,
Because she's hot.
because she's hot.
Yeah.
Mizora.
Oh, Missouri.
Because she's hot.
Because she's hot.
The
And the
hag.
hag.
Because she's hot.
No, I do think the hag should. We both stand by this. That the hag
needs
should get
more
more attention.
Oh, and the actors, they're so lovely. I only met them once, but twice. They're so lovely as well. They're so talented.
Who?
Who plays the hag?
Oh,
Rena Vala.
Very well, yeah,
Love her.
they're amazing. Yeah,
I need to text her back.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
Oh no.
Sorry, Rena.
Moving on.
Paulina asks, what is the most memorable piece of direction you've ever received? The most what? Memorable piece of direction.
I'm seated.
It's not one that I was given, it's one I discovered. So there's something, it made the news, which is just weird. It was something along the lines of slightly horny, parentheses, only slightly Neil, close parentheses. I didn't actually get that note. It was discovered in the game, in the files that sometimes go along with it. Somebody retro-engineered and opened up the game and found that note. So
That's fantastic.
yeah, I didn't listen to it.
That's another t-shirt, though.
So mine would be, so obviously Aliona was my performance director for nearly all of the game. And when we were doing the romance lines, it wasn't so much direction, but more I knew if I was successful by how much she was blushing. So when you hear those romance lines, they are incredibly genuine.
So you had a blushometer.
I had a blush on, like sometimes she would sink into like underneath the table and I'd be like, nailed it.
Dev, what memorable direction did I give you?
What amazing direction did I give you, Dev?
Competitive, but only slightly competitive. Don't be good. Be better. I don't know. You tell
Faster, more
me.
intensity.
I was pregnant.
It was nice. It was nice being friends. I said it was nice being friends with you.
Just tell me.
No, I don't know. I don't remember my own direction.
Oh, you don't remember? So we weren't that good friends then.
Moving on.
Jessica asks, what was the most awkward thing about motion capture acting?
Ooh, good question.
Getting the thing off
Oh
to
my
have a
God.
wee.
And getting it on.
Getting it off when you're like, you've only got 5 minutes and you want to have a cup of tea. Obviously, we're British, and you like, so you have like, you run up to the loo, you have to take it off. There's so much Velcro, and can I say it's really scratchy if you take it off too quickly.
Yeah, it's really scratchy.
Really scratchy. The amount of times I'm like, I've got to like. Anyway, it was really traumatic.
Bit chafing.
So you have,
Bit of chafing.
Bit of chafing. Nice.
It looks like you have carpet burns all over
Yeah.
your body and stuff like that.
I have a genuine, serious answer for once. So some of the cutscenes, myself and Neil were part of the team who did the motion capture for that. Yeah. And I think it's a neurodivergent thing. Sometimes, if anyone here is neurodivergent and wants to get into Mocap, a few people, sometimes I forget to bend my knees. Like, yeah, real, right? Like, as a neurodivergent person, your body just locks up in weird ways, and you forget you exist sometimes. And these guys, like, mock the way I walk occasionally.
She waddles.
No, you did a funny impression of me, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know I was doing that. You did.
No, I didn't mean it.
No, it was helpful. It was helpful. 'cause I
We've
was
just
like,
taken your interview and turned it into therapy.
I said something to you in the photo booth, and then you repeated what I said, and you went like, ho, and then did that. But no. But my point is that...
Were you there the day that Devora Wilde got cancelled? Yeah, it was awful. It was bad.
No. Can I say everyone makes fun of how Aliona walks in a really loving way because she does waddle.
What I'm trying to say is awareness when you're neurodivergent of what your body is doing is so key for that. That's what I'm saying about the awkward thing. And Jen really amazingly for me noticed that I lock my knees whenever I'm uncomfortable in some way. If I need a wee, or when else am I uncomfortable with?
Cold.
Yeah.
Tired. Hungry.
And so like this
most of the time.
No, I do bend my knees sometimes. But just for anyone that might go into Mocap in the future and is neurodivergent, just be aware of what your body is doing. That's my top tip, and that's my only serious answer for today. Thank you very much.
Well done.
I'll make sure I bend my knees when I walk out of here.
So Ash asked this also about performing Mocap. How do you do them kissing scenes?
Yeah, we actually did them. Again, like...
That was Josh and Saskia.
That was Josh, Saskia, and myself and
Did you do
Saskia as
some
well.
of them?
Yeah, I did them as well. And it's interesting with Mocap because often you've got an HMC on a head-mounted camera like this, and the same process. You take it off, put a soft cap on, and you do it for real.
You actually kiss for real?
Yeah, but only in the Mocap team because obviously we did several different versions of the shoots. Yeah. So there was all of the 258 actors in pit stop doing full performance capture as our characters. Then we had blending that we did, which was again Aliona, myself, Saskia, Josh, Ed Gamester did a bit, Katrina did a bit as well as the many different teams across the entire world that were animators jumping the scenes. Yeah. But the kissing stuff, because it was sensitive, was done by actors. There was an intimacy coordinator there as well. just to make sure it was all everybody's happy and safe and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, the kissing, you just play the scene out for real, and you just do it as you're supposed to. The reason that you need to use actors is because we understand what it's about. We're professional. There's a level of safety there. You should never, ever, ever use non-actors for that kind of stuff. It can be very dangerous. But it was just straightforward. We did it as a generic kind of model. The one that we bespoke was actually Astarion. So I did some extra stuff for Astarion as the Ascended Astarion. I did that with Saskia, and that was very specific. And so they asked me to very specifically do him because it was of a slightly different nature. So yeah, that's how we did it.
So, friends, you can applaud for Neil, correct?
Sorry, very boring answer. It should be more exciting than that. But that's,
This is probably going to be the final question, but we're going to bring the lights up and take a selfie together at the end, so please don't, run away as we're doing the last answer. Michelle asks, how did you break into voice acting? But I would like to sort of open that up if you have any advice to aspiring performers who want to be in Baldur's Gate 7, 8, 9, 10 in the future.
I want to go back on what was my one serious answer. I just want to add to that. There is no shame if you're neurodivergent and you struggle with things with your body, honestly, because
I do.
Jen, at the beginning of the game, was struggling quite a lot, and it's just about being kind and patient with yourself and with anyone else you're working with if they are neurodivergent and they're locking up and seizing up, just to help each other out. Yeah, that's it. No one's used to me being serious. I'm not even used to it. I don't know how to end that.
So back to break into voice acting. So none of us would ever call ourselves voice actors, because not that there's anything wrong with people that do, but we obviously did all of the motion capture in the game, and we don't want to pretend we didn't do that. But also, all of us do all genres of acting, and I feel like in the UK, that is the norm. Yeah. And I feel like one of the reasons why Baldur's Gate 3 acting is so good is because you've got actors who have trained, have really worked hard on their craft, who have just learnt and are really passionate about what they do. And I think a lot of people come into it and go, yeah, I can do some funny voices. And it's not that. It's just not that. And if you want to do that, then fine, do audiobooks or something. But it's not, if you want to do video game acting, approach it like you would a film or a piece of theatre.
Start in theatre. I think a lot of people say, how do I get into this kind of work? It's like, do you know how to act on stage? Have you ever trained for that? Because the reason in Britain we do, and Europe as well, we have a very obviously long history of theatre. It's drummed into us for character work. That's the starting point of your career. Always theatre. Develop character, be on stage, it's live, it's immediate. Things go wrong and you have to roll with that. You have to be in the present moment, etc., etc. If you skip over that, even if you don't want to do theatre, that's cool, but train in it, or at least find a way of starting. Learn film technique, and learn, because everything is acting. That's the point. It's all acting, just different technicalities and methodologies that come along with it. So if you want to be a voice actor, again, we hate the fucking term, to be honest. I think it's reductive. But if you want to be an actor, learn everything, because it's all acting. And competition-wise, you will not compete well with the rest of the people that do that due diligence of learning the craft as a craft. Yeah.
And it's all going to feed into something like Baldur's Gate 3, where I think we all bought theatrical training, voice work, movement, everything that we've ever been taught into that role. So to call it voice acting really is just not accurate at all.
Yeah. And it makes my job redundant, because I wasn't a voice director, I was a performance director working with the Mocap, so it's not voice acting.
But the good news is that, it's a vocation, it's a passion. That in itself is a worthy thing to do. So even if people try and it doesn't work out, that's still okay. If you like acting, if you love acting, then just join a theatre group anyway, or make your own short film, why not? I mean, there are resources now to do these kind of things, and a lot cheaper than it used to be. So you can do it on your phone. I mean, just do it as a hobby, do it for fun, whatever you want to do. But if you want to get into it seriously, then treat it seriously. Otherwise, rejection will be overwhelming, and you'll feel lost and all the rest of it. Listen, this is the culmination, me specifically, but also all of us. It took me 18 years of poverty, rejection, depression, of every other Asian, to get to a point where I suddenly realized where I could start working in a better way. I had to learn those lessons. I had to do the craft work. I had to train, spend most of my money, sacrifice most things, parties, presents, funerals, weddings that I couldn't go to because of work or what have you, to pursue something that I knew that was the only thing I could do with my life, to then get lucky enough for people to champion me, to then take a risk on me, for then it to work, and then blah, blah, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This, where we are now, took a fucking long time.
Such a long
and
time.
a lot of effort.
Such a long
You know. So you have to understand, if you are okay with that, if you are okay with it not necessarily working out, if you're okay with long hours of studies, of not knowing, of pushing through, of et cetera, reading plays, of doing your work, if you're okay with all of that, then fucking do it. But if you're not, if you like the idea of it, please do something else, because you'll be happier in the long run.
And I will just add to that it, like, so many talented actors we all know, like some more talented than us, will not succeed. Yep. And a lot of it has to do with luck, and a lot of it has to do with privilege of some kind. And I think it's really important to note that we all have privilege in some way, whether that's where people went to school, or the fact that their parents engaged with them about that, or, you know, like...
My parents lived in London, therefore I had somewhere to live.
It's not just because you work hard, you get it. I wish it was a meritocracy, and it's not. And I wish it was more. I wish it was more of a meritocracy, and there's a long way for the industry to go. Yeah.
I don't know if we can say anything more thoughtful and more beautiful than that. So let's bring the lights up. Everybody stand up, pretend like you like the person standing next to you, and we're gonna take a selfie together.
I'm gonna do a scooter giveaway. I'm gonna throw it into the audience. You guys ready?
All right, here we go on the count of 3. Throw those hands up and scream. 1, 2, 3. All right, there's 100. One more time, do me a favor, make some noise for these folks up here.